forgot. Put the link.
Big ham.
Professor Lando.
Big
Okay.
spam.
What did you? What puns? What puns can your name have?
Professor Spamdo.
Spam. It does the spam. Not even. Do you just have like how to draw a can of spam memorized?
Hamdo. I just eat it so much
Oh.
that. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, everyone. Today, I've invited Professor Lando to draw on magma.
Are you live?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's fine. Are you live?
Yep. I went live
Okay,
25 minutes ago.
awesome.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh. Oh
Hello,
my God.
everybody. Today we are drawing with Big Ham. Big Spam. On the lamb. Wham bam. Ooh. I'm Professor Lando, and yeah, I don't have my webcam because I forgot my cable at the classroom. Yeah. So I don't
Damn.
have so we're just drawing.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like, what characteristics? You got the. You got the funny here.
My little yeah.
The little pow. That's like iconic. I see it now. I'm like, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Professor Spamdo.
The spam dough. That's him. Yeah. I was actually gonna ask you, like for me, like growing up, like doing these boards was actually a really big thing to like making me have more fun online. Have you drawn like on any older boards prior to Magma? I'm curious.
I don't think so, except if it's something like Gartic Phone or something. I never really did this. I didn't really have like. I was chronically online, but I was never really in any sort of community or really had online friends. All my friends were just like
Real life
people I knew in school, and then I was like a solo. I was a little Kirito out there in the wild.
Kirito.
I was on like DeviantArt browsing, but I never. No one really knew me or knew me as anything until I started making content.
Okay, so like your art is like purely linked to content creation.
Esper, an unknown, no
Is
digital
unknown.
fingerprint for me. Except now, it's like I have 25,000 fingers.
Yeah, you're everywhere, man. Man, yeah. I guess I'm surprised because like my upbringing is very much like on DeviantArt and like LiveJournal. Like I think anything art related, I was like,
Live journal
yeah. Did you ever?
was
do you know
before my
anything?
time, sadly.
No. I'm the
Ancient,
old
more
one.
like ancient ham.
Oh, fuck off.
No, I was on
Jesus.
DeviantArt. All I really did was I liked looking at cosplay on DeviantArt.
Oh yeah, because you're like Lethal Soul, right? You did
Yeah,
all the cool cosplay skit stuff.
Lethal Soul started as a cosplay performance channel. We would enter cosplay competitions and do little performances and stuff.
You know, I might have seen like some of your guys' skits like way back in the day, like. Cause like I wasn't into like doing cosplay for cons, and I was like, oh my God, I want to do a cool skit on stage.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, it culminated to we did win Anime Expo's Cosplay Masquerade.
Oh my God.
Best in Show, which is like, besides the World Cosplay Summit, which is probably the biggest one in the world, probably the biggest anime convention in period, I think.
Never.
Actually, but
That's
yeah,
still
it started
cool,
as
though.
I guess my content creation started as because of anime conventions, I guess, because I made the channel. Well, the name Lethal Soul, it's a very kind of funny name, just the way it sounds. But it makes more sense when I describe it as It started out as a dance crew.
Not
Uh,
even cosplay.
yeah, and then it was just like the three of us or something. But I feel that makes more sense because like Lethal Soul, that's why is that so chuny? But it's like it's a dance crew name, so it's like okay, that kind of sounds more something I can imagine.
And that makes more sense. I was just like, you guys must like Bleach.
I do like Bleach.
Copen.
I do like Bleach.
Good, man.
I really like Bleach.
Is it like your anime growing up? Like, was that?
Oh yeah, that was my.
I don't say if that was your Naruto.
No, I was
growing
definitely Bleach over Naruto, over everything. That was my. It was just so cool.
It was. I feel really bad because I think I watched like the first season. I was like, awesome, and then like I think a bunch of other stuff got introduced, and I think I just dropped it because everyone was complaining like the ending. I was like, oh, I don't want to watch it if people are upset.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess like your taste when growing up is like whatever was the flavor of the month on Adult Swim at the time. And I think just like at that time they were just playing a lot of Bleach. I think it was Adult Swim or was it
Adults? Did they play? Was it on Adult Swim? Yes, it must have been. But it's funny because I never watched it on there. Or
yeah, I watched it in
I watched
24 different parts on YouTube.
Oh, I was gonna say torrent, but 24 parts on YouTube seems like slightly more legal.
120p, 57p or something. I drew Bionicle.
Oh, it's a Bionicle. I was like, is that a hamster? Damn.
I like Bionicles. I'm big on Bionicles.
Are they considered mecha?
No.
No, they're like.
Because there's no
alien.
Oh, Big Ham asking the real questions.
I want to know. I just like. Let me see. I used to see Bionicles, but I want to get into them, like, because I think they gave us a free one at school once, and I was like, oh my god, that rules. But then I was like, ultimately, like, oh, it's a guy's toy thing, and I was like, I don't care. But I never got into it because it seemed expensive.
I guess it is for like boys. It was marketed.
But it didn't stop me from at least.
It makes sense
toys.
because of how sexy they were.
Yeah.
Very clearly.
Was there a sexy girl Bionicle? I am curious.
I'm about to send you something.
Oh no.
Bionicle.
Don't send me Rule 34.
This is an actual Bionicle. This is not like a made up one. Because people make like sexy Bionicles, right? But this image I'm about to send you is like, her name is Rudaka. And she was a female Bionicle, and this is what she legitimately looked like. That was like legit what Rudaka looked like.
Oh, she looks sick actually.
Actually, I think I could just do this.
That's awesome. You can just copy paste onto the canvas, I think. Holy. That's actually kind of awesome.
She had tits. Bionicle tits.
I guess they are tits. They look more like chest plates, but I don't know where the hole goes for the knob. Like those are they're biddies. Censored them.
I didn't really post that much on DeviantArt, but it was I don't know. Like DeviantArt is not as popular, I would say, right? Yeah. For sure. But it kind of was like really big for me as an artist, and I worry about. Well, I guess there's YouTube kind of has displaced that, but I made a lot of my beginner art gains on DeviantArt because there was I wasn't really entrenched in it. I wasn't really talking to anyone, but there was like a community.
Also a community too, right? Or it's like
yeah. It was cosplays. COVID really hit cosplay hard. There really was a community. And well, I guess there's different scenes. There's like West Coast scene, East Coast scene, but you know, what nowadays people say like community, and it's not really a true community. It's more like a bunch of oomfies, right?
Yeah.
Because with cosplay, you'd go to the conventions, and all these conventions would happen. They're littered across the year. And you would go and you see these people, like whether they're big accounts or small accounts, and you would interact with them. And it really was a community in a more true sense. Like when I imagine community, I imagine literally like a walkable city where you know the names of all the 200 people that live there, kind of thing. So nowadays we say community like the art community and stuff, but it's like it's not really a community. It's just a bunch of accounts floating around and we kind of interact and stuff. So I do miss that, and I feel after college is kind of the last place you get a sense of that really, and you really have to go out of your way to find communities to like inject yourself into. It's really hard. But cosplay was definitely one that I think also was very easily accessible of a community, because it's like nowadays, what do I have to go to the rec center and join like a fencing club or something? I don't really know.
That's really what it feels like. Like there really isn't like no other spot. Like anime is kind of returnal. Like I guess cons like did help, like, you know. Yeah. In person community, but like I feel like when I go, like I literally just like go to meet people that like I've talked to online, and I'm like, that's it. It's different as an adult going to a con.
But DeviantArt, I feel I went through a very like a period of like my art is such shit. I guess you could still have that with Twitter. But the way it was laid out, and I'd go on there every single day, and there'd be a new featured pieces and stuff, and it was just it was very I don't know. I guess Tumblr also kind of displaced that. It just kind of sucks because being like a fledgling artist now, and I just don't know where you find that good place to like start out as, because Twitter is like kind of the go. Sadly, it does feel like it's the go-to right now. Yeah. But it's littered with like bots and AI and just other shit, you know, and it's not an art-centric thing, of course.
Yeah. Like I guess there's like portfolio sites, but like those you don't really feel like you talk to people. Kara was like I don't know if you know Kara, like the website. I know they're trying to do a thing where they merge like culture of like portfolio and also like a social media site, but I guess it's pretty new. But it doesn't feel right to like shitpost the way that I do with art there. I think like for Tumblr, that's central for me. Like just making funny like meme art, like meme redraws of like my favorite like characters in whatever fandom. Like I don't know, doing the thing. And I think fandom I think for me is like the big glue of like, oh, sense of community. But then like sometimes drawing becomes like, I guess for me at least, like it became kind of like if I draw this, I'll get many notes, and it displays my reality of like, I'm popular, oh my god. But then also like you make the fan art and then like no one recognizes or like your name as an artist. You're just like, oh my god, you do this thing. It's a weird time for me.
I had some things that got a little bit of some notes.
Oh yeah.
In the good
old days. Are you allowed
days.
To share?
I don't know if that stuff is. Let me see. If I type this in.
Oh, is Tumblr for shit posting now? Oh, yeah.
No, I deleted my Tumblr, and it's been my old username, and it seems to have been someone who took up the tag, and they seem to be. I don't know. I guess they're actually. Huh. Oh my god. Okay, I'm tripping out. Wait, what the fuck? Whoa, so weird. Okay, so I got confused because I went to Tumblr and I searched up my old URL, and it's like I got confused because it looks like I do remember deleting my Tumblr, and so I thought someone took it up, but it was taken up by an Asian guy who does cosplay and art.
Oh.
And so I was like, wait, is this my weird coincidence, I guess?
I guess so. He's trying to steal identity.
Yeah, I was like, wait, this is huh? I don't know. That's kind of weird coincidence, I guess, unless he's trying to skinwalk or something.
Watch out.
Oh, if it's my time, he finally mentioned it.
You got his recognition in 5 seconds. Oh my god. And trying to draw Pickles. Pickles is fat. You guys keep posting pictures of
Ah,
pickles. I saw the one with Blake, and
fuck.
I'm like, oh my god, he's a sausage.
I think I really don't feel like we overfeed him. I just think he's just a little fat fuck. He just gets fat easy. Because I'm
Does
thinking
he-
like, man, if I fed him any less than this, that just don't feel right. Especially because Boba eats the same amount, and yeah, but oh my fuck, I don't know if you saw this picture Blake posted, but Blake is just, it's like 2.5 pickles, essentially. He's cute though.
Oh yeah, he's cute. Oh my god, hold on. My category is still Widowmaker 1v1.
Oh.
Lando.
Oh, that's
Art.
I mean, this can easily become that, but that stream will be taken idiot banned probably.
Oh. you got a reach problem with Overwatch?
A little bit. I haven't played in a while, so I'm sure it's still
Maybe
dog
it'd be
shit.
fine. It might be. I don't know. I played yesterday and I was like, oh, I had a good time. Like, oh my god, what's happening?
This
is ham.
It's a shame because I think I would enjoy it, but it's sad because that is the game I think I got most into and was probably the best at. So I just take it too seriously. I was like trying to grind ranked.
How high did you get? Were you like a grandmaster, top 500?
I was not top 500, but I was the first gold rank. Like the whatever is the first gold colored rank. I know there's like
Gold?
2, and then there's like top 500. I don't know.
Oh, there's master, grandmaster.
Like what's
Yeah.
3500 ranking? I don't know. They changed it, right?
That's grandmaster. Wait, that's master. Yeah.
Or like
Holy shit.
3450. I had like a group of people that I played with, and I played DPS, and I was like, if not master, literally like a game away from master. And then I quit when they introduced the very first diva buff. And I was a Soldier 76 and McCree player, so if you remember,
Oh, that's a nightmare for you.
It was just a nightmare, and so I quit. That was when I quit, and then I haven't.
I haven't played
Well,
since.
Overwatch is a special place in my heart because, well, one, that was a lot of our old viral videos from the very first channel I did was Overwatch theme.
The pool noodles. That's
Dude,
the one I
okay,
remember.
so the thing
It's
is,
so funny.
I'm gonna tell a story, and it's like,
Yeah.
I made those. First of all, Blizzard, you fucking Blizzard, when you opened up the Overwatch launcher, the Blizzard launcher, there was always a community like showcase, and it cycled through. Those fuckers never put our shit on that. I saw the weirdest, most obscure little fucking fan things. Our fucking Overwatch shit, I mean, total, it's not an exaggeration, over tens of millions of views. Or maybe not tens of millions, but over 10 millions of views. And they never put our shit on there. And then one time I said, no, okay, no, I'm
No, I want to hear it. I do want to hear it.
and then one time,
I'm just
listen, our shit, it was this low budget kind of thing with like pool noodles and iconically Nerf guns. We made an effort to do like this Nerf gun shit, right?
Yeah.
And then some of the people, I think it was maybe not Rocket Jump, but Node, or like they were associated with Rocket Jump. They came out with an Overwatch video where it's like Overwatch specifically with Nerf guns. And I was like, okay, listen, I didn't invent Nerf guns, but that seems a little weird. And then that was showcased on that launcher, and I was fucking pissed.
You guys did it before them.
Well, it's
my
just
God.
like it's too specific of a thing for it to be like a common thing to, like it's too specific. So I was like, ever since then, I'm like, you know what? Good.
Damn.
Overwatch is special for me because it's what got me into PC gaming. I was a console plebeian. No, I'm just kidding. If you like consoles, power to you, or whatever the fuck people say.
Console gaming
But
can be cool.
I was a big Xbox guy, and I liked my little Nintendo DS, and Overwatch was a PC game. At first, or
yeah, I think it always had console support. I think it was just on like PS something. It wasn't on the Switch until way later. Wait, hold on.
yeah.
Overwatch. Was it? Wait. I don't know now. I'm like, I'm stumped. That's good though. Like it got you into PC gaming. How much was your like? What were the specs on your first machine?
Oh,
I want to know.
I have no idea. It was some pre-built from like Newegg probably.
Mm-hmm. I mean, pre-builds can. I think I always look to doing pre-builds because like fuck like taking computer apart and like I don't know installing parts.
Listen, now I can build a computer and I can troubleshoot. I'm finally of competency, but the very first computer I built was such. I remember saying to myself, never again am I going to build a computer, because it was so. Ugh. No, well, nothing's worse is like you put it together, you click it, and it doesn't turn on, right? It's just like, oh dear Lord, where do you even start? What do you even?
It's troubleshoot everything. Like if you don't have the parts, I think it's really hard. I'm still not confident enough to do that. I think I would like follow instructions, look on a website, and then it'll tell me like try this, try that. Even before the Lethal collab, I remember like something went on at their computer and like it was DM, Randon, and like everyone was like helping you troubleshoot your machine. But I was just like, oh my god, it's happening. Yeah, it's all good though. Like, I don't know. I'm happy you got the experience, but it is painful. Oh my god, the veiny hamsters. Jesus Christ. I changed my Discord profile picture to the birthday one he drew me. Let me see if I can find it. And like my friends were like, what is wrong with you? Like with your character?
Wait, what the? Oh, no.
I mean, like they're like it's a good drawing, but it reminded them of like I forget what specifically, but they're just like icked out by the veins. But I was like, this is amazing. They don't have good taste. Yeah, I have it. Here's the. Oh no, I hope it doesn't show up too big. Oh no, I'm so sorry. There she is. It's so good, so grotesque. This does look like Big Harm, the one you're drawing. I think that's what Big Harm should really be.
Big Harm.
Yeah, Big Harm. She's like my I made a second Twitch account for like I don't know. Like I think I made it.
I remember that. I think I've seen that.
Yeah, but she's got a scar. She looks a little tougher.
Where's the scar?
Yeah, it's like on the eye. Let me see if I can. I think I might have a picture. Let me see if I can. Oh man. I made a separate like art folder for Big Harm because she's becoming like more. Oh shoot, sorry.
Big Harm.
Yeah, she got the spike collar. Yeah, give me 1 second. Yeah. She got 2 different scars like on her cheek and then her. This is gonna be the first Big Harm fan art, I think. Official.
Big
Ham. Big Ham. Yeah. Oh shoot. No, I gotta move this. No, but she's just a tough ham. I think I made like a second account because I was like, I want to be able to talk openly and like not be like nice. I want to be a little bitch and complain about things.
Do you but then make an effort to be nice and carry yourself a certain way?
I think so. I don't know. I think so.
Oh,
like
shit. Maybe I need to fucking do that.
I don't know. I don't know if it's like a good way to
let
live.
it all loose. Maybe I should be more fabricated of a person.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like it also means like he can be a little less genuine. I think there's like concern, like at least like for me, like if I'm being like too like I don't know, artificial. But oh no, I'm trying to erase
balance. I think like. I don't know. People always say they want that. Wait, how do you mask this?
Masking? Oh, are you on one layer? Oh, like a clipping mask?
Yeah.
It's the opacity check mark thing. Lock opacity. It's right here.
Oh, okay.
You wanna this thing? Yeah. Last year you said I want to be family friendly like 4 times. Yeah, what happened with that, Lando?
Huh?
What happened to being family friendly?
What is family friendly, first of all, guys? Really?
I don't know. For me, at least for me, like, I've been making an effort to just, like, what is it? I mean, I'll still cuss. I'll still say fuck like from time to time. I think it is like no cussing and also like no lewd content, but I don't know.
I need to cuss less.
Yeah, I think I do too.
I need to cuss less for sure.
Yeah, a bionicle. It is a bionicle. I know drew that. I tried to draw one and I was like, I give up. It's just hard to tell like what their face shapes are.
They're masks.
Yeah. What's under the mask? Is it flesh?
They're
is it
skeleton.
like a
no?
like
no,
Eva?
no,
Oh.
no. Everything I can't. It is surprising how often it's like, oh, like Evangelion. Like I feel that statement comes up often.
A lot.
Oh, this is like Evangelion. Oh, like Evangelion.
Oh, like I guess I mean like in the sense of like spoilers for people who haven't watched Ava. You should watch Ava. Because sometimes they're like mecha if you think about it. I guess when I talk about like not Evangelion, I mean like just literally like I don't know, big robots like Big O.
I loved Big O.
Yeah. Let's go. That was like my Toonami show. I stayed up until like 11 or midnight whenever they aired it, and I would try and catch it.
I love the guy. He had like a suit, and he was like had like a mask, like a masquerade mask. What was he? Oh wait, am I thinking
Big O
different?
masked guy. Can I
He's
draw
like
Dorothy?
one of
I
the
love
villains.
Dorothy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let me see. Does he have a pinstripe suit?
Yeah.
What is he? His name is. Oh, I see. Alan Gabriel. Who the fuck are you?
Was that his name?
He does look cool. Did he have a mech?
I don't remember.
Let me see if I can draw him real quick. Something like. Oh yeah, I was gonna say it's like super random off topic, but like I think when I see you draw and stuff on stream, I'm like, he draws so fast, and I'm like, did he do storyboards before? Like, do you have an animation background by chance?
No.
Or no?
I've done it, but no. I literally have no professional background with art. I was a cartoonist at my school.
Yeah, I mean like in school, I guess. Like doesn't have to be like
I was a cartoonist.
Oh.
I guess. Well, just any. I mean, you get faster once you go into any sort of formal setting because deadlines. The first time you go from like an indie artist to like, fuck, what day is it? Okay. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was a cartoonist, but I don't think that's really. I don't know. Well, what's interesting is I've never made an effort to like draw quickly, or that's not an I mean, I know there's been stuff where I've actively tried to get better, which is like coloring or hands or something, but I've never been like, oh, I need to be quicker and be able to block out stuff, which is maybe kind of sad because then it's like it's all talent. You'll never train. I never trained a day in my life. I'm like Golden Frieza or something. But I don't know. I think it's in your brain, I guess, because like something like coloring.
Yeah.
I feel like coloring, you really gotta practice, and anatomy, you really gotta practice.
Yeah.
But something like blocking out, that's just like in my head.
Like jotting out ideas.
Yeah.
Like in like composition.
Like,
that's cool.
Compositing especially, because I feel it's like your innate ability to imagine things, which is like, can you really train that? Versus something like I can definitely practice hands and proportions and perspective. But
it's from imagination. I mean, some people can't like make an image. Like
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. There's no way. There's no way.
No, you don't think so?
There's no way. I can't possibly reckon with the concept that people can't imagine things, and also that people are allowed to drive cars. There's no world where that can be acceptable. I can't like come to grips with that I'm driving my car around in a world where there's people that can't imagine an apple in their head. I can't. Because if that's true, then no one should ever step outside or trust anyone to do anything ever.
No, but It's so oddly specific. Imagine not being able to rotate an apple in your head. Yeah, I can't relate. I don't know. I don't know how to say it, because I guess for me it's like I do imagine stuff, but like I don't know. I feel like some people maybe just feel a lot of drawing, like put stuff on paper, but you also seem to feel very strongly about this.
About what, huh?
I'm just shocked. I don't know, because I don't know. I can see a world.
No. No. But I think it's like my ability to quote unquote, because that's something that has struck me as surprising, because again, I've never felt like I've always considered myself a good artist, quote unquote, right? Because it's just like, but I've never been like, oh yeah, I'm real fast at drawing or anything like that ever in my life until I started to draw on stream, which has never really been a big thing too. Because I mean, I don't know, I do feel like I do have a history of putting down my own art. Like I've always thought I could draw well, but I feel like I've always gone out of my way to be like, I do think a lot of people do this with their own art, which is like, nah, it's like, that's just my side thing. I don't know if it's out of fear or not wanting to take the plunge, because once you acknowledge it, then it's like, oh, then you have to take yourself seriously.
Take the art seriously, yeah. I think it's fine to like go into the hobby and like not like, I don't know. I guess like go separate, but I guess I understand that fear, because like I think the moment it becomes a job, like I don't know, you lose your soul a little bit. Like I feel like that when I do commissions sometimes, I'm like, oh, when it's under a deadline or it's like money's involved, it's like,
oh my god, commissions are fucking. I've
have you done them?
I've done them. I've gotten commissions done. And they're very important, I think. Like, you need to be working with artists, and not even for some kind of grandiose, like, it's good for the community or whatever. It's just like, if you're a content creator and you're trying to do everything yourself, you are not going to make it. It's too tough, especially nowadays. Like, everyone is one step ahead, and you need to be employing the people around you. You need to be commissioning artists for whatever, or editors, or whatever. And so I do, but when I tried, that shit is, I respect artists a lot, because commissioning is a fucking brutal. That's a brutal lifestyle. It's a really hard lifestyle.
Like people who do it full time, like, because I have a full-time job. Like streaming is like for fun. Like commissions are kind of almost for fun. I price myself reasonably so other people don't like fall, you know, and they're like, oh, this artist is doing stuff cheap. But like, I can't imagine doing it full time without health insurance, and like, I don't know, some sort of comfort. Because like people can scam. Like I don't want to be like scam, you know, big scam. But like there are people who like, I don't know, are might be a bit flaky on their side, or might not like follow through with the commission, or like stuff happens on their end. So it's like not necessarily secure money. Like people can earn a lot through live 2D comms, but like the amount of like people that I've seen, like, I don't know, it's like lose so much, like, it's a comfort, stability. It's tough.
I think what the truth is that like people have to accept that commissioning artists is and should be expensive.
Yeah.
Because like you don't, I mean, you know, it's like, that's too much, whatever. But you sit, and I never really thought about it until I did commissions. But you sit down, you think about the hours put, and the tragic thing is that I feel a lot of artists undersell themselves because they're afraid of, you know, charging and whatever. That's I get it, but man, it's real tough, because when I was doing it, I was like, oh, this is not worth it unless you charged a lot, or unless I charged a lot. And the number for it to be worth the time and energy it takes to like do a commission, like an art commission specifically, I would need to charge way more. But I feel that amount that I would need to charge is like no one would be interested, and I feel that that's a lot of that's what a lot of artists, indie artists and stuff have to deal with constantly. It's in artist alley, people at conventions and stuff. It's like it's tough because you know, you see a little thing, it's like, $20, that kind of expensive, but it's like for the artist to, for it to be worth it for the artist, it kind of has to be like really expensive, which it sucks that it's
for us to make it livable or anything. Like it makes sense. That's why I think every con, like, even though I'm like, I don't need this, I'm like, I'll still buy like a print. Because it's been a long time. I don't know. They did like, I just want to support other artists because like I've been in artist alley, like have stuff not sell, and it feels so bad.
I try.
Yeah.
I remember discovering the artist alley. It changed my life.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know. There's a moment where, as like a novice con goer, you don't really know anyone. There is a moment where you discover what the artist alley is, and that moment is very special because I went through it, and I saw some of my friends go through it. You're like, oh wait, I've been wasting time in the main hall. The artist alley is where the good shit is at.
Yeah, and it's like basically like limited edition type of thing because like you don't know when the person's gonna restock on the thing. Like I think all the best fan art, or not even all the best like art, like the merch period, I feel like I've seen it there, and like sometimes much cheaper than like official merch. But yeah, how old were you when you found out about Artist Alley?
Oh, I must have been almost 18.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's wild to me. I think maybe in the first, like second year of going to cons, I was like really young. Like I might have been like 13.
What's intimidating? If you don't have someone to kind of help you get accustomed to the culture and stuff, you're like, oh, well, it's just like the artist alley. It's like so packed and confusing, and then you go up to.
But yeah, talking to the artists too, or like getting their attention to like to buy the thing. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. I'm happy though. Holy. And everyone should experience the Artist Alley, even if you don't know.
Artist Alley is very interesting to me because it's like a very small, not small, but it's a very distilled way to like experience the free market at work. Because every time I go to convention, I'll see something and I'm like, oh, that's a cool charm. I've never seen that. And then I'll go home, and the next Artist Alley I go to, I see that everywhere. Because it's like such a competitive space. All the artists are competing with each other. And then every time I feel like I can see it much more quickly, the like dissemination of like ideas or the trend hopping and stuff. Because like, yeah, I just remember going and I was like, whoa, what is this like charm? It has like, it's filled with like shiny stuff.
Oh, the shaker charms.
And then I remember the next time I went, I saw that everywhere, and I was like, whoa, it's very interesting to see all the artists like kind of evolve in real time. It happens really quickly. Did I piss myself?
No. It's a stylized shadow.
I was gonna say, I thought it was a stylized shadow, but
it's definitely not piss. My god. But yeah, I think when I did cons for the first time, what was it? The popular keychain. Like I don't think acrylics was like really new, so people would like laminate pieces of paper and use like these little beads and hole punch it. That's how I made my first keychains. And like we just saw that for like $3 or something. And like my hands would hurt so bad because you would hand cut all of those keychains. You had to hand cut it twice if you wanted it to look nice. And like for the laminate to like get on that paper.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so like me prior to like, you know, spending money on like international like manufacturers, that was the grind, which maybe like explains why like, I didn't get like super far with Artist Alley, but it was fun. It's fun like being able to make the stuff of like your favorite merch like on the fly. But yeah, I do have a big appreciation for like, oh hey, we have I think Vulgarace is like one of the bigger suppliers for Artist Alley that people go to internationally now. The fire? What happened? Lasers?
You have lasers.
Oh shit. Well, I made you lame. I need to like make you cool and not a little
Oh,
guy.
I'm in the presence of the bigger ham.
Let's see. I feel like it should be like buildings and stuff. There you go. The backgrounds I promised. Why don't you like backgrounds, Lando?
Ugh.
Tell me.
I think it's because they're not fun. Especially when you're younger.
I
Like-
guess so, yeah. Characters are cool.
I know some people like specialize in background, or like that's not a secret. That's very obvious, right?
Yeah.
But it's kind of wild to think like they're a fledgling artist as a kid, and they're like, "Yeah, let me draw this cityscape because I
No
hate
kid, no
myself."
kid.
You know, because it's like when you're a kid, you're like, "I want to draw Spider-Man," or "I want to draw this cool anime."
Yeah.
I don't. I feel maybe unless you go to art school where you are consciously making a decision, they're like, oh, I need to practice this, whatever. Like as a kid, I just want to draw cool stuff.
Yeah. What did you draw as a kid? Like, besides
Spider-Man.
Bionicle? Okay, Spider-Man, let's go.
Drew a
Is
bunch
it
of
like a
Spider-Man.
superhero, DC superhero?
Mostly
Wait,
Spider-Man.
that's
Spider-Man was my
Marvel, yeah.
favorite thing as a kid.
Mhm.
Yeah, anime, I guess. Sonic, a lot of Sonic,
yes.
a lot of Sonic and Dragon Ball. A lot of Sonic and Dragon Ball.
Oh my god.
I remember there was this group of us, and we just we loved Dragon Ball, and we would draw just like Vegeta and Goku just at school, in like
Fighting.
kindergarten or something.
Yeah, the Dragon Ball eyes. I always remember them. I think some Pokemon had like the Dragon Ball style eyes too. Like this. It's like Kakarot. Here. The Lando veins on Vegeta. Yes. Yeah. I think for me, I think it's similar. Well, not I didn't get into like superheroes that much. But I thought comic stuff looked cool, but I didn't super get into it. I was definitely like the weeb and like Nintendo player. Like I drew Smash Brothers characters like fighting, like in elementary school. I was like, that's cool. Like drawing Link. I definitely drew a Sonic OC when I was younger. I like was super into it. Like I have a pencil drawing somewhere in Photo Bucket of like Metal Sonic chasing Sonic, and he's holding like Amy or some shit. Like
I drew Sonic so much as a kid. I don't know what it is about Sonic. He's I don't know. Well, I think why Sonic is so popular is that growing up as kids, there's a lot of like there's mascots, right? And they're very like circular and cute, like Mario, Kirby, Hello Kitty. And I think Sonic fits this, but why Sonic was so different was that he was cool. He was the first one of these like cutesy shaped mascots that had like a coolness factor to him.
yeah.
As opposed to everyone else like Mario and the rest of them were just kind of cutesy. So they didn't really have like the draw that Sonic did. And Sonic was also like kind of angsty as well. And
Oh,
he also
I guess when it's
talks.
like 3D Sonic
he's
era.
also hot.
Huh? I guess he was a little hot.
Well, he was
I don't
cool.
know if I had a crush on Sonic. Metal Sonic
Crush 40?
maybe. Crush 40, yeah. Yeah, I think I played as old as like Genesis. Like I'm familiar with like the cute round Sonic.
Holy.
Yeah, I think it's in the
Ancient
3D.
ham.
Yeah, ancient ham. I'm sorry, my boomer is showing. Yeah, when the 3D ones came out for like, was it GameCube? No, it was before that. There was another. Was it Dreamcast that Sonic
Dreamcast,
Adventure was on? It might have been. Yeah, I never had a Dreamcast, but I think like when it got ported to like GameCube, I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. His big like super like tech wear looking shoes. I don't even know. I was like that. Yes, I love that in the design. Yeah. big shoes. I can't even. I had to look it up. Sonic shoes. Not Sonic feet. I learned to not Google Sonic feet.
Whoa.
Cause like I was trying to look for the shoes and like I don't know what is like 3D renders, realistic 3D renders of him with his shoes off, but Sonic Adventure 2 shoes. Sonic Adventure 2 shoes. Yeah, they're cool. Yeah, I really like the key art. You know the one.
Oh,
the
I
key
know.
art where he's like kind of circular, or I don't know. He's like, yeah. I'm gonna draw him like really badly here. His hands out here, and his feet.
Yeah,
are, like,
yeah.
yeah. Like he just makes a
Got
cool
this
shape.
swirl kind of going
Yeah.
on.
Oh, that's a good Sonic. Holy shit. You just know.
Dude, I drew so much Sonic as a kid.
Mm-hmm. Can I draw Tails? Let me see. Tails. I remember liking Tails. My cousin Tails Sonic. He had Sonic 2, and I think I didn't know how to play very well. Or are you just gonna draw it? There you go. But like as Tails, I think you can just be. It's a character where you make your little sibling play because it's non-consequential. He's like immortal, doesn't die.
Wait.
Yeah.
Tails doesn't have the goggle eye. He has separate eyes.
Oh, why did they make it separate? Yeah, I think it is like their mascots, but they're kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want that draw with Big Ham, or that appeal.
Bigger
Like-
ham. Evil ham.
Evil Ham.
Punish.
I don't want to make her
punish
edgy.
ham.
No. Why are we still here? I can draw a nice Tails, but
I forget what his shoes looks like.
they're not as cool. Looks like they just kind of they do like the half circle. Yeah. Even if the reference, some of his already has goggles. I'm like, that's cool. I think that's the coolest thing in the character design. I think from the
Goggles, that's
steampunk era, I
right.
was like, yeah, goggles are so cool. What's the cartoon with Sally Acorn?
So that's from the Archie published
Comic?
Sonic comic book series. Sally Acorn was like the princess and the main love interest of Sonic.
Mm-hmm. Sally Acorn.
And she was hot because she had like
Yeah.
a jean vest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sonic Underground. That's what it was, right? Yeah, I didn't know it was like the Archie comics. I think it just aired on TV. I think I watched that in Portuguese. They might have actually
Oh.
dubbed that. So it was like wild. Yeah. I don't know how you do it. This is... No, I'm gonna draw Tails my own style. I can't like. Oh no. Do you emulate styles well, like when you do stuff or
Oh
no?
hell no.
Mm,
I feel like I do a drawing and everyone could tell I drew it.
mm. I guess like doesn't have to be just in coloring, but I don't know. I feel like this like kind of hits like some style. Like, do you know? Is it? There's this one artist. He got hired officially to like help with like the Sonic movie.
Oh, Tyson Heath.
Tyson, yeah, you know already.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyson has, yeah. I have one of his stickers on my bottle actually.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, because he's doing artist alley at like AX at some point, and I was like, oh my god, I love your stuff, and I bought like 3 Sonic stickers and left. But no, his stuff is so good. I'm happy like someone can draw fan art for a living, and like, I don't know, like
Yeah,
because they
that
draw the
is a
characters
good
so well.
like. That is a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like there's a lot of people who'd be like, oh, you won't make it. You have
Right.
you drew
'cause it
fan art on
kinda-
your
you gotta do like
portfolio.
original work.
Yeah. But then it's like if you just hit the style really well, and it's like, hey, like they're gonna hire you to work on a movie of the cool thing. Oh, that's a cool Tails.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's like, he looks like he's gonna give me drugs like the back alley.
Oh, I
Gonna
drew
sell
him
me
kind of
some.
like I was trying to draw him like sheepish.
Oh, I don't know. I saw the crossed arms and his stance, which is kind of. I guess it is sheepish if you like tilt the lines a bit more. I don't know.
He's kind of going, oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Sonic, we shouldn't be doing this. I don't know.
Okay, I realized I think he win like the drawing Sonic wall thing. I thought I could do it.
Oh no! Take me back.
Oh no.
So Magma, if you log in with like, I don't make an account.
Oh, you don't?
I have to defend myself. The reason I'm using incognito mode is because I just did the Magma with Randon. We did Cookie Cutter, and we try to use the same cookie cached thing. It asks you to make an account. So I always use incognito mode because it lets me make fake accounts.
Oh,
like every
that's
single time I
awesome.
use Magma.
I guess it's good. I guess the benefit of having an account is you can go back to an old canvas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like I do collabs with people like full pieces on Magma. So it's actually kind of nice to be able to go back and be like, I'm gonna download this PDF and like, finish both of our sides on Photoshop. But yeah, and I guess that's the only benefit of really being signed up, but because you can just take over other people's layers when they leave.
Oh.
Yeah, it's neat though. I wish the tools like this were better back in the old day. But they're not.
Yeah, this would have been so cool. I mean, there probably was stuff like this, but I never did stuff like this.
Yeah, there was I guess in early not early 2000s, I think maybe close to 2010 there was P-Chat. It was this,
I
but like
remember that.
yeah, but there were no layers, and it was like you had to do like is it not opacity lock? It had opacity lock features back then. It's pretty advanced, but like there were no layers, and you just kind of had to like use a pixel brush to draw everything, which I kind of like. I don't know if I think I see you drawing with pixel brush, like the
pixel brush, yeah.
giant ham. Yeah, so
I
think
textured brushes.
Yeah, but the pixel ones are nice because it's just like, it's the one line, and like sometimes stuff just looks really good. Yeah, is it P-Chat? There's another one that like other people like hosted on their sites, but like they had to be like a website host to like run the script. But it was all Java, so I don't think I can access now without reinstalling Java. Yeah, it was good. I think I made a lot of friends through that. Like people just draw their OCs like talking and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
I might have done that more, and I don't know if I'm just making excuses, but I feel like it was because I was a guy, and back then I just feel like it was harder to come by for me to find like other dudes that would like be into art. In fact, I feel like I rarely ran into another guy that was into art back
Just
then.
doing art?
So because like I gravitated towards just like video games in general, right? Because just way more dudes happen to be playing games, so that's where I got my like. It seems fun though.
Yeah, I guess I'm not thinking about it. I guess art was like, at least online space like for art was like ladies dominated, but I don't know, or at least like everyone's more
At least
social,
back
like all the
then,
fandom
it
connections.
was definitely more. I feel.
Yeah. But it's completely understandable. I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know, like, I wonder, like, how... I try to think of any, like, because I definitely had guy friends who, like, I think drew. I just, like...
Oh, I mean, I definitely just didn't seek it out, but, like...
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, in my... in my day-to-day, like, I can't... Like, if I was like, hey, dude, want to, like, draw with me? He would be like, no, let's just play Halo, you fucking idiot, you know? Like...
Oh. Man. I have, like... Is it envy? I don't know. I guess for me, like, I felt the same about FPS, where, like, I was like, oh, I'm too scared to play. Like, I wanted to play Halo and stuff. Like, I would go to, like, a family friend's house, like, oh my god, Xbox, and like I had fun playing it, but it just like, oh no, didn't click with me to play those games because I was like, oh, it's like mean online dudes. I don't want to do this.
Yeah, I mean,
But now I'm playing so many FPS. Like it's changed.
it has changed because I feel like I hardly game anymore.
Man, are you playing like playing Outer Wilds?
Yes.
Yeah. That's gaming. I think it's
give
fine.
me a headache. Oh my god, I like your little tails.
Thank you. It's kind of goofy. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's fine to like enjoy games like leisurely. You don't have to be playing them all the time. Yeah, that is pickles. I don't know. I guess it's like if I do a lot of gaming right now, it's because like my buddies are like, oh, you don't play Valorant? And I'm like, yeah. And it's like our social like hangout. And like all my friends, I don't have a lot of like in-person friends right now that I can like go to immediately to hang out. So for me, it's like sort of like almost being like social online. It's like playing Valorant with homies. So for me, like I'm kind of like stuck in that. But otherwise, I'd be drawing, I think, a lot more. But so, from time to time, it's good to like pick up like a single player thing. That's why I was like, oh, Outer Wilds seems like good to like try out, or like just complete one game. Like a stream helps that.
At the very least, it seems like it's become much more of a multiplayer focused thing. Like if I am gaming, it has to be some kind of multiplayer experience. So playing Outer Wilds has been nice.
Yeah. I guess it's everything. Everything that's popular is like multiplayer, like Fortnite.
Yeah.
Overwatch. Not PUBG.
Oh. God.
I don't. Do you not like it?
I can't.
I entertain the idea of like going back to it, but then I remember like if you're playing with 4 people and your buddy dies, you're just sitting and watch. I think I have 500 hours in PUBG.
Oh my god.
And half of them are from like dying and sitting and watching my friends like turtle.
Yeah.
And it feels kind of bad. So like I think current battle royale have like brought in like revive mechanics that make it like, you know, less dreadful. Yeah, I can think, I don't know, there's a lot of little indie gems and games, and I think doing streaming like has made me want to play single players more.
I remember the last time I played PUBG. I played with a bunch of friends for the first time because we were playing Apex mainly, but you can only play with 3 players and there's 4 of us. And when we would shoot the shit and talk, we needed like a new game because someone was always like sitting out. So one of them was like, yo, let's play PUBG. And we played that night, and I remember at the end of it, I literally said, don't ever make me play this dog shit ever again. That's what I said. It was just, it felt like if you were gaming, but you were completely submerged in a vat of peanut butter. That's what it felt like. It's
pretty slow. It's like, it's clunky, it's slow. I don't know if they've improved it. But yeah.
I get why it's popular at the time, way back when. I can understand.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll still try it, but man, yeah, it's like a night and day difference. Like it seems like a good idea. I mean, it gets like seems like it's a good idea, and then you play it and you're like, oh my god. But I guess the difference is like Overwatch you can do like in short, like really short games, and you're like, I'm good, I'm satisfied, I can leave. Man. Do you need more on canvas space also? Oh my god. Pickles.
Pickles and Bobert.
Fat fuck. He's so cute. Yeah, I was like, I don't think I can draw like a good fat cat. I drew Pickles very like round, but does he chew on your internet? What does he do to your computer?
So he does nothing, but Boba is a chronic cable biter.
Oh no. How many cables have been ruined? What's the casualties?
Over $100. knows probably.
No.
Because she hasn't been through a lot of them, but they're like these weird, really specific ones.
Mm-hmm.
She's gone through 2 pairs of earbuds.
Yeah.
The one that really got me was my Apple Watch charger. That one was fucking.
No, that's expensive. Man.
She's
Do you just not have an Apple Watch charger anymore? Or do
No,
you,
I bought a new one.
No. Do you just hide it?
Because they're animals, so I can't explain to her her wrongdoings, right? So it's just like, okay, well, I guess I just buy another one. We tried the sprays. You can spray the stuff. You can coil it, but it's just you just gotta.
You just gotta deal with it. I mean, I guess they'll get older and maybe they'll like stop being a little bastards.
She does it way less for sure now, but man.
Yeah. The blessing of having hamsters, you're never gonna do that.
Yeah. What kind of hamsters do you... Are they robo-hammies?
Oh, they're dwarves. So they're not robo. Robo's like, oh my god, I don't want to get into like the technicality. Actually, it's not a robo. So it's a smaller ham. It's small ham, right? It's like they're the round ones. So they're like robos. Robos are like the tiniest species of dwarf hamster. I adopted mine, so like they might be a hybrid of like winter white or whatever, or Jungarian. But they're not big like the Syrian hamsters. My last one was a Syrian, and she was a sweetheart. She was so big. Like I learned what big ham was when I had her. I don't even know how to draw. I'm drawing like a ferret. Syrian hamster. Oh, so cute. Yeah, they're very like docile, but the dwarves, like, I guess like they're known to just like bite people all the time. Like you put your finger in the cage and you're like, nah! Like that's the one like people are like, oh my god, don't get them. But the reality is like a lot of owners don't give them like big enough houses. But once you do, they get really chill. Actually, so the ones I have right now, I have 3 hamsters right now.
What are their names?
First one's Tamarind. I call her Tama for short. So she's the mom. I adopted her.
Oh, like
and she came with like 4 hamsters. Yeah,
what is a tamarind? Is it a nut or like what is that?
It's like, I know it's turned into paste. Tamarind, is it a root? What is it classified as? Tamarind is a hardwood tree, no, scientifically. Okay, whatever.
That's a cute name, actually.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, Buddy helped me name her because I was like, what do I name her? Because he's like, well, it's Tamarind because like Tama also means round in Japanese, and I was like, yeah.
Oh.
So it worked. But her eyes are like red, like in certain lighting. They look brown sometimes. Sometimes you look at her at night and she looks like a little demon. She's so cute. Her fur's a little lighter. But yeah, I adopted her, and like I think she was housed accidentally like with like another male at the shelter.
No.
I looked at him and I was looking at the hamster next to her.
ham.
The Trojan. The Trojan ham. Yeah. Wait, I was looking at the male next to her and I was like, that hamster has balls, ma'am. And like I was like, those are definitely balls. And she was like, oh. So I was like, I'll get her anyways. Because initially I was looking at the adoption site, like I really want a girl hamster because they smell less. Like boy hamsters like fucking stink. Like no matter how much you clean their house, they're just born stinky. Yeah, Tamarind. And then the boys, they got really unusual names. I didn't want like anything like fluffy. I wanted like a cool name. So Yuka is like, he's the biggest boy.
That's a cute name too.
Yeah, Yuka. It's like it's like a yam, big yam. Dude, yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
Have you made Big Ham-esque personas for your hammies?
Oh, like draw them as Big Ham? I have not.
As like if you were in a cohesive universe.
I have not actually. But Yuka and Beignet, like the pastry.
Cute.
Yeah, be like rolls in the sand. And I should make another canvas because I think I can do that if I hit new.
Okay.
I guess it's fine. If you feel like we have space, it's fine. But
what about?
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Here, and let me put like a gray so we're not flashbang. Yeah, they're cute. I don't know. I guess I haven't because like it always hits me with a big sadness when I'm like, oh, they only live 2 years. So it's like if I make a persona, I can look. I know, yeah, it's sad. I look at back at the pictures and I get like really sad. Like no, it doesn't matter how many I've owned. I've always been so fucking depressed like after they pass. But like, I guess the way I think about it is like, I'll give them a good house, you know.
No.
That's that. But yeah, like I think maybe I'll take a break again after.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so sad.
It's a little sad. That's like I'm like I won't make personas, but I should. I don't know what Benet would look like. You see, oh, you are in the new canvas. Cool.
Yeah, I'm thinking about what I could.
Yeah.
Draw?
Yeah, 20 years. I mean, some have like known to live like freakishly long.
What's like the longest lived ham?
I don't know. There's probably an answer on Google. Longest lived hamster. The free
Big
reign of
ham.
hamsters. 4.5 years. In the Guinness World
Whoa.
Record.
What did they feed
That's
that
old.
fucking ham?
I don't know. It looks like is this on Reddit? Gus. Oh, he's so cute. This is the old ham. I don't know. Like I think if you get him from certain breeders, they'll be bred to like live longer. I think, which is like I guess kind of crazy to think about, but I guess with good
Cute.
genetics, yeah. Because like usually I think from the pet store they'll have like they're just prone to diabetes, like if they're not like bred
No.
properly. Yeah, so it's hard life for hamster. I'll stop being depressing.
No, ham.
Yeah. Oh, hammies. Yeah, the hamster's butt cheeks. And, I don't know.
Gotta figure out what to draw.
Man, I guess I shouldn't like be like draw this, draw that. I think whenever your thumbnails for like one of your like YouTube videos, I saw you drew like is it Mia from Dot Hack? Like
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Did you play the series at all or like?
Yeah. I played it's like dot hack infection, dot hack what is it? Is it
Mutation? No, outbreak.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my like drug of like animes. That made me be like, I want to play MMO. That was my Sword Art Online. Except it's like.
Do you ever
better.
watch this? I guess it's a spin-off, the Twilight Bracelet.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that?
I did. I own like the 3 volumes that they had of it. The style for that was so cute. Was that your favorite? Or,
I liked Twilight Bracelet a lot.
I don't think I watched the anime. This is Tsukasa. How do you draw elk? Trying to draw the boy elk. Dot hack. Was Mia in Twilight Bracelet?
No.
Oh
No,
man.
no.
Yeah, the style's really cute. I think it's one of the inspirations when I was like, I want to draw more anime. I saw that and I was
Dot
like,
hack
oh
was
my god.
so good.
Yeah. I was like, my first MMO experience without playing an MMO. I don't know. I thought it was cool they had like an online, like they had a system in the game where it was like, oh, you can email your party members and they talk about their real life selves. And I was like, oh yeah. It's like having friends.
No, that's so sad.
I had friends in school. Yeah, I'm trying to think like what there were like really cool companions in the game, or like ones that I like was attached to, but I always liked Alchemia.
I think I was too young when I played this. Like I played it and I really enjoyed it, and it was like formative for me for sure. But at the same time, like I never really got far. It was too like hard of a game for me, I think.
It was. Like the dungeons, the boss fights were
'cause
like
you had to input
ridiculous.
the coordinates, right? And it was
coordinates. Oh, for the map?
Yeah, the map coordinates and stuff. And I just remember like getting stuck. I don't think my little child brain could comprehend what to do. Or maybe I was too flabbergasted by Mia to make any progress.
Yeah.
Meaningful progress.
The hot cat girl. That's understandable. I don't think I ever beat it either. I think I went through 3 of the volumes and then I was just like, oh, I'm too tired to beat the last game. We have it on a shelf at home, and I want to beat it one day, but yeah, like I'm really mad because like the collection goes for so much money now, and like I sold 3 of them at the store.
No.
I don't know. It was at a game store, so like they gave me a good amount of money, but I think they're really good now. Do you have like a game that's like, I don't know, that goes for a lot like in your collection, or do you give away?
I have
stuff?
I don't know. I have a Japanese version of Pokemon Heart Gold with like, it came with like a little device. I think I
That
still have it.
Pokewalker.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
I have that in physical too, but not the Japanese. But I think I lost my Pokewalker, but I have the OG box. That game rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Man.
Do you play an MMO?
Do I? Let me see. I played several MMOs. I'm currently checking out Hardcore WoW.
Oh.
Dude, not a WoW enjoyer. Yeah, I don't play it like, I don't think I play enough to like raid. I think I just like, I played a little bit to be like, oh, here are dungeons. I played Destiny back in the day, Destiny 2.
I played
There
Destiny
you go.
2. Oh, yes. Yes.
Quick, tell Lando what he likes. No, I did play though. Like it was really fun. I did the first raid that they had with the guy with the peen looking dude.
Strength. You're talking about Callus, the Leviathan.
Yeah, Callus.
Raid.
Yeah, I think that was my first and last Destiny raid because I did it like we started like around 11 p.m. and I was like, yeah, let's do this raid, and like I did not know, little ham did not know what was gonna happen.
Yeah, I think that's what's surprising a lot of people. The Destiny raids are like, you think for some reason, maybe because it's like Destiny or whatever, but you think it's gonna be baby like gamer stuff, but they're full on raids and they'll take you hours and maybe days even to figure out.
Yeah, people like, yeah, I think that people had to figure it out already, and we had one party member. Here's what you do. Like we invited an old friend to like help us out, and I think he doesn't talk to us anymore because like I was the person messing up the jumping puzzles, and they're like not timing it right, and I'll be so apologetic. So I don't think he got like mad enough at me to like yell, but like I could feel like the anger festering in him.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's rage inducing.
But yeah, we stayed up until like 4 a.m. My roommate was like getting high between like runs because like he was getting stressed out. He was getting too stressed out like by the raid. So like being high like helped him like cope through it.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, maybe it's time to put down the Destiny.
No, he's all right. Like he's chill. I think besides the raid, he didn't play that much, but it's very funny. Like, I don't know, just going through it and being like, wow, it's 4 a.m. I think we beat the raid at like 4 or 5 a.m. finally. But yeah, I was like, I don't know if I can do this again. Are all the other raids like that, or do they become like?
They get harder.
Oh fuck, yeah, I don't know if I can do it. But I don't know. I like having like a looter shooter type of game, and I miss that.
It's very, I like it because you can boot up, you hop in, shoot stuff, and hop on your little scooter, and very fast pace and.
Yeah, and the gun effects are really cool. Like yeah, if shit like explodes people, I'm like, yeah. Did you play what class did you play?
A warlock.
Yes.
Based warlock.
Based.
That's right. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with Destiny, but I don't know, it's just it's weird, like streaming kind of ruined games for me because I feel like I can only enjoy a game if I'm streaming, because once you stream and you get used to it, playing alone, just like in the absence of a chat, it feels so lonely.
Yeah,
I think now I feel so like, I don't know, it's like a very empty feeling to stream, to not stream a game now after getting so used to streaming with like other people, playing a game with like on stream stuff.
I think the game has to be really good for me to do it. But yeah, I think whenever like something happens in the game, like I get I get your like Jujutsu Kaisen reaction of like, oh my god, did everyone see that? And like I turn and there's like no one. I turn to my hamsters who like don't know what a game is. But yeah, like I think I feel the same, and it feels a little bad that I'm like using streaming as like a crutch to like play more single player, but
Oh, I definitely do that. Outer Wilds for me.
Yeah, Outer Wilds. Oh my god, you need to beat it then. I think I've only experienced that game unfortunately like through streamers. So I don't think I can play it. I don't think I can play it because it's like, oh, it's ruined for me.
Is it worth it?
It's worth it. Well, for you to play it, yes.
Okay,
but watching, I don't know. Yeah.
I think I'm going to try to. I think my chat said it'd probably take me 2 more sessions. Let's see. I think I'm gonna try to beat it. I'm gonna play once tomorrow and then on Saturday, and I'm hoping on Saturday to get to the end.
Oh my god. Yeah, good luck. I don't know.
Maybe if I'm Omega Brain, I can beat it tomorrow, but my chat doesn't believe in me.
Oh, chat. This man is smart. He can do it, right?
Do you hear that, guys?
He could, yeah, he's intellectual. He's a professor. He's teaching you guys.
That's
he like
right.
must know a lot.
You never forget.
Can never forget this. Ooh, drew her in perspective. Jesus. I was like talking the whole time and just making no progress. Man.
Mia.
That's kind of fun lately. I think I've been trying to draw more people like doing like the top-down thing too.
For me, it's a cheat code because it feigns like 1 level up point in art, but I can only draw this like slightly top-down type of thing.
It does show like a lot of skill. I think I've been doing that a lot more too because I'm like, oh hey, the shoulder's here. Perspective.
At first, it's like I feel art is this concept I think can apply to all art. There's a period where it's like a skillful thing where you start to learn it and then apply it. But I feel for most artists, especially if you're not like a professional or anything, you stop doing it in a skillful manner, and it's just like you feign how good you are with like a trick that you like copy and paste. You like learn a bunch of these little tricks. I guess that's everything. That's like guitar too. Like for me, I learn all these little flourishes and little things, and I just kind of like copy paste them all my work, and it's like, I'm good, see?
Yeah, I guess it's applying all the muscle memory from before. Yeah, I have a friend I think was like, oh, I think I was drawing with her one day, and we do studies from time to time in Discord. It's just like, I was like, oh, the drawing looks really good. And she was like, yeah, but I kind of just copied the picture and didn't study the folds. Like,
yeah,
it made me go like, oh my God, like she really is like putting an effort to learning. And I was like, I guess you need to have that level if you want to like keep improving or leveling up. Yeah, it's really easy to just fall back into like whatever, you know, but I don't think it's bad to do it. Like if you're not having fun drawing and doing those things like to, you know, I guess using those crutches to like help draw again, I think it's fine. It's just you have to be in the right headspace.
I definitely was like a really good artist growing up, but I did notice that there's a period between like my high school years and when I got out of college that I went from being like, I think well ahead of the curve, even with like people online, to way behind everyone, because a lot of these younger people that were my age, a lot of them went into the industry, a lot of these people I saw, and they got like actual practice in. Because I feel like I made a lot of my gains with art and in high school experimenting, but a lot of these people that went into the industry or they started working for themselves independently, like they were challenged, and I stopped challenging myself, because I just kept drawing the same thing that I was used to drawing. And I definitely saw people like come ahead, and then I started to draw a little more, and it's like I'm trying to catch up slowly. I always make the joke that like no number of hours can allow me to catch up to the 14-year-old Vietnamese kid on DeviantArt.
It's true though. There's some kids out there who are like super cracked, or like it's not your. I don't know. Part of me is like, oh, like kids have many like resources for art nowadays, like online, and if they are chronically online, seeking those resources, I don't know. Like some kids will just be like really good, but I think it's fine like to accept that like you might not be as fast as like that 14-year-old Vietnamese DeviantArt kid. Like,
and they're always it's always like Vietnam or Indonesia or trying to think of it's always like the Southern Asian countries. For some reason, every time I found like a good artist on DeviantArt, it just always seemed like they were from South, like East Asia, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Damn. I guess I wonder. Yeah, I don't know if it's because it's like really competitive there, why it is, but like, yeah, it's really impressive. Russia, Philippines, China, and Southeast Asia. Yeah. The really cool cracked artists.
Yeah, kids, if you're young out there, get to work, damn it. You gotta be practicing your art. I don't know, it's every time I'm out and about or driving, I'll see a kid on a bike. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, kid? This isn't the 2000s. Go start cranking out the 90s, break out the fucking pencil and paper. Because
oh my god,
I just feel it just gets harder and harder, right, in any industry. And I feel like nowadays, if you're young, dude, you gotta start drawing, start practicing the TikTok dances, start cranking the 90s. What are you doing? Riding a bike? There ain't gonna be another Tony Hawk. It's over for that shit. Stop. Get on the computer. It's over. There's gonna be no business, brick and mortar business industries for you to break into by the time you're an adult. It's over. Get on the PC.
Is the rant of like a person who's lost their soul. I feel like that too though. Like as it's like if you, I don't know. Oh my, wait, hold on. Like I accidentally unmuted my stream. I feel like that a lot too. Like like if you fall behind, but I think it's okay. It's good to have those moments where you're just like enjoying the world. I think like lately I felt that because like my brain for the past 5 years has been going like 5,000 miles per hour because I'm like I'm like I do 3D as well. You know this.
Yeah.
I touched like all the mediums and like something clicked in my head that I was like I need to stop doing 2D art and focus fully on 3D, and like it's been so tough. But then like I think about it and I see other people who are like in my industry who are like doing extremely well out of school, and I'm like, am I gonna ever get a job back in games? And I'm just like, oh man. So I've been trying to like improve. Like I think like the mental breaks I've taken for vacation have helped me a lot to like recalibrate or like enjoying real life.
As you get older, I feel you need that way more. But when you're a kid, no breaks. Because
no breaks.
That's when you're a sponge. That's when your skill acquisition is like the juiciest.
Yeah.
And you're also a kid, so you have an innate level of joyousness. Because like when I was a kid, I locked myself in my room 24 hours a day just playing on my Xbox, right? But I had maximum happiness versus now where I take a walk and I'm like, I don't know. So like children, you don't need to go outside. Just practice your skill so that you have your most able-bodied as an adult. And then when you're an adult, that's when you're like, yeah, you know, I went to the Netherlands and I readjusted or whatever the fuck adults need to do.
Get the money so you can travel. Yeah, I guess. I understand.
I tried posting my art online, but one of my chatters is talking about like it's hard to feel motivated when you post art and then you feel like less valued because it doesn't get like, I guess, attention or whatever it might be. Yeah, it's tough. I think with content, it's a very that's the nature of the beast. With any sort of creative thing like streaming or art or anything, because it's like it's this kind of conundrum. I feel a lot of streamers go through this, a lot of artists, where it's like, okay, it feels like it's not worth my time and it's very debilitating and very demotivating. But it's sort of like a chicken and egg situation where it's like, but I can't get to the point I want to without doing it. But doing it is, you know, feels so soul crushing. I tell this all this time. I feel I think what it comes down to is it's just like you have to accept that is the nature of the beast, and you just gotta grit your teeth and do it, and you gotta do it until, you know. I think I had a conversation with someone where it was like about streaming, very similar. I think it's like as long as you can afford to do it, like draw art and post it,
Yeah.
Like keep doing it until you literally can't. Until literally like every minute you spend, you can't afford to spend a single extra minute doing it because you would be on the streets. Like keep doing it until you literally can't do it. But if there's time in the day for you outside of work, making enough money to live, eating, whatever, you just gotta kind of you just gotta kind of have to swallow it and just do it, because it sucks. It's just like kind of it's kind of like a tough, my advice is kind of like a tough love kind of perspective of it. It's just like, you know what, you just gotta try to muster up the strength to do it, because it's like a long-term thing. You gotta try to believe in yourself and hope that it pays out one day. And I think the sentiment is with streaming too, you'll be surprised that like I watched someone talk about this with actors recently. It's like the common thread of like people that make it in the creative industry, because it's like, well, this person's talented, but then you look at this other person, it's like maybe not so talented, or like this person's funny, this other person not so funny, or like this person's very creative, this other person not so. But so it's like the thread of commonality of like success in a creative industry is not, more often than not, it's not really quality, but what you will see in all their stories is consistency and not giving up. That's the common thread.
Yeah.
And that is way more important than I think it's one of these, I call them isms. There are these things in life called isms, where an ism is a thing that people will agree to, but they don't really understand and can really take the full weight of it. And one ism is that consistency is important. Like we're all like, yeah, consistency is important, of course. But very few times will people truly like be consistent in their own lives. Like you got to keep doing it. It's true for myself too. It's very hard to stay like consistent, but every single one of us will admit that consistency is important. So to that, I just say you just got to, as long as you can afford to, and you're not going to be on the street wasting time drawing art, right?
Keep doing it.
Keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Believe in yourself.
Yeah, no one gets good like in a day. Like I think something that pisses me off is like seeing people be like, oh my god, like you're so good, and like they're like, I want to be good, and then I don't know, they don't spend. I guess like you've been doing it for a long time, and if they don't spend, I guess like I want people to realize that if they don't spend enough time like, I don't know, sitting down and grinding out the hours. Like, yeah,
that's the other thing. It's I'm a, some people call it pessimist. I call it like a realist. The truth of the matter is like, yeah, it's easy for me to say because I've been drawing since I could barely walk, you know. But some people, they take it on later in life, or maybe they didn't spend as much time. But it's never too late. You just have to. It's hours in. I feel that way with like music. I feel like, man, everyone's been doing music since they were like in fucking middle school. I feel like so behind, but...
Do you not do a music course in middle school?
No, hell no. I have no musical background.
Oh my god.
Or like
you do, like really cool
formal
stuff,
musical background, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you add the amount of hours that you'll put into this thing, like in a given year, and you just try to make that number as high as you can. Think of your life like a video game, right?
Yeah. Training different skills.
Do your little skill trees.
Yeah.
What was this character's name you're drawing? I
Elk,
liked him.
I think.
Yeah, it was something weird. I was gonna say
shy.
like Mochi or something. Yeah, Elk.
Mochi. I think there was a character though. There's a girl, Mistral. I love her. Mistral. Heck, I love her outfit. She's got this like big old ears. Oh my god.
Mistral. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing too.
Looks like, what's his face from Madoka? Cubate.
Oh yeah. I thought you were gonna say.
Tell me.
I thought you were gonna say who's the robot from Big Hero 5, Big Hero 6?
Big Hero 6, Baymax.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say Baymax for some reason.
Oh.
There's always this conversation about like, well, you got to get lucky. It's like, yes, 100% true, 100% true. But here's the thing though. Luck I don't know. This is some quote from someone like J.P. Morgan or like some kind of business.
JP Morgan.
It's like luck is like, yes, admittedly you will have to get some amount of lucky, but the thing is like you need to be poised to take advantage of the luck when it presents itself. And if you're not active at the time, you can't, like, how you gonna the thing I always say is that you can't win the lottery without a lottery ticket, right? But I think the quote is like, luck is simply being able to take advantage of an opportunity when it presents itself to you. That's getting lucky.
Yeah.
Because if you're not posting, you're not creating, like how can you get lucky, right?
Right.
Of course, admittedly, that might mean that you might not get lucky, but it's like the other option is just a black hole. It's just an impossibility. Buy lottery tickets. Got it. No, don't do that. Well, technically speaking, I think there's a certain point where like the potential gains is like so much that logically speaking, you should buy a lottery ticket. Or like the payout is $100 billion. Then it is technically worth it to buy one. There's some sort of way you can calculate the returns and.
Yeah, this is the Gamba mindset, but.
Whoa! What do you mean by that?
It sounds like a Gamba mindset. I don't know. It's worth it, but.
Don't gamble. I don't gamble anymore.
Okay.
I lost $400 once in like 10 minutes at the blackjack tables.
Oh my
and
God.
After that, I was like, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
Oh my God. I think I went to Vegas for the first time last year. And like, I think I saw the blackjack tables. I looked at it once and I was like, I'm scared.
They're scam. Don't do it.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to be this little noob if I go in. So I didn't do it. But I think I learned how to play like blackjack like in a fake setting. And I was like, oh, this is kind of fun.
It's usually like the automatic shufflers they use and stuff. And I think they cheat.
Damn. Dude, I like forgot what I was gonna say. I guess it's like the thing what you're saying of like you got to be able to take advantage of like the luck. Like I feel that very true. Like with like anything that's viral. Like I've seen people like go viral, right? And like they're popular for like a week, but then if they don't do anything with it, I've just seen them like disappear. Or some people like keep going. Yeah.
I think that kind of happened with my content. Professor Lando kind of. My TikTok and YouTube kind of exploded, viral in all sense of the word. But I think this is why the journey is important, because honestly speaking, I had failed so much up to this point that I was prepared for it this time around, and I knew what to do. But I've seen people that are, especially like when they're young, and it comes really quickly, and it ruins them.
Yeah.
So
Also,
I was kind of lucky in that sense, but I'm just watching.
How did they
you
get
draw
ruined?
up.
I guess. Oh, thank you.
Well, I know one person that was like quite young, and the money and fame came so quickly that they just. I think it's like imposter syndrome to the max. Like they have this feeling of constantly needing to prove or be worth like all the attention, and they start to make like like really impulsive decisions, and well, I think just generally unhappy.
Yeah.
I see this happen a lot because I don't know. I'm not really, because me, I was like, thank fuck, finally. My time has come. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I'm living it up. I'm great. But I think that just comes with like being it's a kind of a dark perspective, I guess, because what I'm saying is like, I was beat down enough to where any semblance of positivity in my life. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like it's a negative.
But no, I learned
experience.
from my mistakes, because it's hard to, because there's 1,000 different things I could have done. Like when your time comes, and varying degrees of luck, but I think everyone can get lucky. Like an opportunity will present itself to you. It's hard because like 1,000 options will present itself to you. Should I do it? Should I don't do it? Or I can do it this way or not?
Yeah.
Tough, I guess. Just getting advice from people is big too. Like, what do you think I should do? That's another marker of like when I look at younger people in my life that I saw kind of blow up and things kind of fell apart, is they never asked for like help or advice, really.
Just kind of let it like break them down. It's hard.
I guess you could overcorrect. I feel sometimes I do that, where I'm like, I try to ask literally everyone I know about like this decision I'm gonna make, and it kind of like it gets lost somewhere in between there because so many people have put their hands in the pot kind of situation.
Yeah.
But
it can take everyone's opinion. Like, I think you have to like make the final decision for yourself, right? So you can't just like take everyone's advice or like all at once.
But
I think you blow
that's
up.
just a game theory.
Oh.
Oh
Man. I felt really bad because like I don't know who Matt Pat is, and I was like, oh no, this guy. And I saw the trending and I was like, oh man.
He looks like a really young dude.
How old is he?
Oh, yeah, how old is he, chat?
Am I gonna get the press Matt Pat age? 37. Okay, he's old.
Yeah.
No shame to like anyone who's 37, but I would
Really?
say like
He looks
he's been
great.
around. Yeah, he looks really good.
It's all the game theory.
Yeah.
Keeps his mind amino acids fresh.
Yeah, he looks great. Oh
I
my
watched
God.
this clip recently too. It was about like giving up or feeling like you're falling behind or whatever. I think it was actually Seth Rogen who was talking about this. I don't know, but it was about the actor Ian McKellen, right, guys? It's like this guy was fucking like old as shit until he became an uber mega famous superstar. Magneto and Gandalf, right? I mean, he must have been over 60.
Yeah.
So it's like perfect example of like, you don't know when it's gonna come, and just because, yeah, you're not on the Forbes 30 under 30 list, doesn't mean you should just like give it up. Gotta keep trying.
Yeah. Keep going.
And there's, I mean, it's creative fields are risky. You do have to kind of be okay with, not okay with, but you have to know that like failure is an option. Because with me, there was a point where I was like, okay, I'm gonna drop out of school and pursue something creative. And it's like I said to myself, I remember saying out loud, like, if I end up on the fucking streets and fail, that's okay, because I'm so miserable that if I don't give it a shot, I will be like in my own purgatory. Like I'll be, I can't.
What were you doing before that made you like, I guess like,
I was gonna be a
school, what were you
doctor.
doing? Oh, I see. Yeah. And you just run into like doing medical field and you're just.
I think it actually, the thing is, I think I would have been a great doctor. I'm like, I have good attention to detail. I want to be a surgeon. I was an artist, good with my hands.
Yeah.
I'm personable. I like talking to people at the clinic and stuff. I think honestly, I would have been a great doctor. So it's not so much that was like gonna be make me miserable. It was more that like I wanted to do a creative thing, not so much, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. It was like, I want to do this other thing so much more than that other thing. Also, I don't like blood. I had to draw some, like, I was working at a clinic. I had to like do needles and stuff, and I was like, ugh, hell no.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. Get the heebie-jeebies. Also, my GPA wasn't good enough. I had 3.75. Just like, you needed over 4.0, I think.
Oh, that's crazy.
But my GPA went down because I gave up, because at the tail end of it, I was like, oh, I want to do something creative, and I just stopped showing up. It started to tank.
Oh my God.
Yeah, for me, that's actually, I think that's like one of my worst qualities, is that like I have very pinhole vision, very narrow vision. Like, if it's what I want to do, I will be the best. No one's gonna be better than me. Like when I was going to school, I want to be a doctor. I had like, I had a 4.0.
Yeah.
Did all the extracurricular stuff, but the second I started to not want to do it, it's just like fucking just failing, just absolute bit. And I feel I do that way too much in my life, where it's like, oh, like as soon as I don't have no interest in it, I just I can't
Skip
find
that.
the energy to like even try to pretend to care about it.
I think it's a bit, I don't know. For me, it's like, it's kind of natural. Some people can like keep going through it. What is... I see what
Get
you
orbed.
did there. I was like, why is it bleeding? I got orbed. You can draw our guy here. Let me see. I'm like, what does orb look like? I can't... Glasses.
That's it.
No? Oh yeah, destroy. You just orb. Perfect. Awesome. Yeah, I guess... am I envious? Oh, because for me, like, I went to school, like, doing creative stuff immediately. But I always, like, have admiration for people who can, like, go on, like, a field of work. Like, there are people who do, like, pursue, like, the full doctor thing, like, full time. And then they're like, oh, yeah, I draw on the side. And their stuff is, like, fucking gorgeous. And I don't know. Like, part of me is like, should I have done that? Like, do something that, like, gives me money so I can pursue art. But I think, like, I find that other people do get, like, really tired. Like, some people can't, like, go home and, like, after a long day of work and keep drawing.
Yeah, my family, you know, every single member of the family for me was like, well, you can do it on the side. You can always pursue it on the side. And it's like, yeah, and that's the safe option. But for me, I'm just a very drastic person. And I was just like,
It's to put everything into
no,
it. You can't just half-ass
yeah, I don't
it.
know. It's very selfish, and it's like, but I think it's a strength in a way, because it's that kind of like what's the word? That enthusiasm that, on the other hand, pushes me, and that's where my success stems from too. Is because it's like the part of me that says, nah, fuck that. It's what kind of keeps me going. But in hindsight, yeah, probably the much safer pick. But it worked out, I guess. But I don't know. I don't want to be like...
Oh, I'm good.
Just because it
Canvas.
worked out for
ahead.
me doesn't mean it's going to work out for other people. Here's the thing. Like, it's hard to come by a good job. Good paying job.
Yeah.
But I feel I have like a more controversial opinion compared to like peers my age, where it's like I don't think the economy is necessarily good, but I think like you can get a job. There's always going to be a job. Maybe it's not a nice job or a fun job or an easy job, but as long as you're like, I'm assuming similar background to me, where like you went to high school or something, like you can get a job. I worked at a grocery store. Like, there's gonna be some sort of job available to you. Again, it may not be the most comfortable experience, but like when I was trying to endeavor to do something creative, it was like, okay, this might not work out. But here's the thing, like at any point in my life, even if I fail on this creative endeavor 20 years from now, when I'm 46 or 50, I can go get a job, right?
Yeah.
There's always going to be a job available to me. Maybe not the best job, right? Again, but
But it's a job.
you're going to be able to. So while I'm young and I kind of have like, as you heard me, chat, when I'm young,
Wow.
I have the energy, because it's hard. You kind of need the energy to pursue it. I was like, let me try this now. And if I have to, like, this is kind of an out of touch take. How?
I want to hear one.
No, I mean, we're just, you know, again, I think people are justified in wanting like a good job and like a comfortable job, but and again, I'm assuming you have no like really detrimental things in your life, like bad family, whatever. But if you're like what I assume is an average American, at least, it's like, again, it's going to be a shitty job, but you're going to be able to get a job.
Yeah.
Like when I dropped out of school, I was wearing a grocery store, like no college degree. Like, I don't think that's out of touch. What's out of touch is trying to be too what's out of touch is to have like a very grandeur, overly optimistic view of being in a creative industry that is like super competitive and very, very hard to find success in. That's out of touch. Having unrealistic. Yeah, and I guess things are out of our control. It's like, okay, but if we're gonna have a conversation about what about this case where that doesn't apply, it's like, all right, sure. In the case where the circumstance doesn't add up, it's like, well, then, but there's no conversation to be had there. It's like, well, that sucks. You kind of got screwed, but trying to speak on a more like average experience. But yeah, I mean, if you want to go there, I guess, like, true, some people, you're fucked. Sucks to suck. Like, there's no escape. Like, but that's not a conversation. That's that goes nowhere. It's like, yes, that's a harsh truth about it, but it's like, fuck, is that the conversation we want to have? Like, man. Like, what's tough out there, and essentially, when we were trying to do, like, art and stuff. Oh, I was going to say, like, I'm lucky because I get to, you were saying about spreading yourself thin with like 2D art, 3D and stuff. It's tough because I'm really lucky because I get to be a content creator. So I get to do a lot of different stuff. And it's cool because, look, I have interest in stuff. But if I wasn't a content creator, I kind of feel like I would have to buckle down and pick one discipline because...
Yeah, you can't do everything.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to hire you to be like a
exactly. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Being hireable. I feel I would never want someone who is good, mildly competent in multiple things. I will always, whether it's I'm looking for, in my own experience, I need editors or I need artists. I always want someone who's just really good at that one specific thing. I never want someone who is like diverse in their skill set, which kind of like doesn't sound right when you say it out loud, but I feel that's the case. So if I actually was not a content creator and I was more in like a stricter discipline or stricter industry, I feel like, a lot of people say I'm good with like drawing ideas and blocking out stuff, and it's like, okay, that's my everything. I'm just going to focus on being the best at that specific thing, I guess storyboarding or concepting or something, whatever it is. So I'm lucky that I get to kind of try out a bunch of different things and arts and stuff and share it with like an audience.
Yeah, I'll say like what you said is like really true for like, I've been applying to like places for portfolio, and like I think it's very true. Like I've talked to a lot of mentors and they've been like, yeah, like remove the character stuff from a portfolio, because I was an 3D environment artist, and that's how I was pitching myself for a while. He's like, every time I put a character thing in a portfolio or anything that was like mildly like off tangent, they're like, yeah, don't do it.
Yeah.
And if it feels really bad, but like you do have to do it if you're applying for certain positions, or at least cater the portfolio so they don't see it. That's how I'm rolling, because I've been doing live 2D for 3 years, and it applies to like no full-time job. Everyone either like hires for contract for like live 2D, or like just they don't integrate into the games.
It's kind of fucked up because I feel like when you're in high school growing up, you're trained on the opposite. Be well-rounded. Good grades and do sports and do this and be good at everything. No, don't just draw anime. You gotta learn this and that. And also, I hate that.
Yeah, fuck
we
that.
grew up with an entire generation grew up being told to not practice and do what ended up being one of the biggest artistic industries in the world. Biggest artistic industry in the world. The people who drew anime, they're the ones with the jobs, not the fucking guy shading in a face.
I think a lot of professors might just be outdated, maybe like in their teachings, or they're not in the industry. But like, I mean, especially for high school too, but even in college, I could say the same. Like there's some professors who are like really out of touch. Like when it would be like, oh, learn this. Like I think we had a project, like an animated project where we did like stylized shading, like like cell shaded 3D, and they kept going like, no, do it like Disney, do it like rendering, but like on a cartoony character, and like what's coming out, Arcane, like all the good media like Into the Spider-Verse, all cell shaded. Like our professor who was like in our ended up working on Spider-Verse. So I was like, holy
That's
shit,
crazy.
like yeah. But so it's like, I'm happy you got to learn like the stylized stuff, but it felt so bad to go into that class every week and have them be like, don't do it. But I think it was because they weren't trained in it, and it's just like,
Yeah.
it's so bad.
This is an interesting point. Someone said the culture just moves faster than it used to. They were right about anime styled art being kind of like a worthless endeavor a decade ago. But see, no, because we all were trying to draw it because it was popular, because it was getting popular, right? Isn't that kind of the thing though?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it wasn't nearly as big currently, but what do I fucking know? Maybe a different, a butterfly effect, like fucking a squirrel could have eaten a different seed and suddenly like Cartoon Network art style is the thing that dominates the world instead. Like who knows? But I wonder if nowadays, I wonder if you can go to school if people have caught on. Like
the anime is good.
Like, well, what if there's get a head start on it? Like, I wonder if there's some high schools that are like, oh yeah, this is not just art class, but this is like anime art class.
Oh my, I would sign up.
Let's get a leg on it. Like, let's make you guys more like prepared than other people. But
that would slap. I want to be the teacher for that class personally. That'd be so fun. But yeah, I don't know, like
I'd teach
how you pitch it.
My art class would be about veins.
Oh my god.
I teach about
teach about
drawing,
all the veins.
we just draw veiny shit all the time.
That's a good idea. Did you draw her? Okay, that is her hand. I was like trying to color this up. Yeah.
What is like a good, like, what do animators get paid? It feels like it varies so much, like, because generally I can say like, oh, a commission, I'm like, yeah, you know what, I think a good price for a commission generally across the board, I can say like maybe a commission costs like $200.
Mm-hmm.
But
for like illustration
with animation, because there's always a lot of discourse about like animators getting underpaid and stuff. But that being said, I feel like I have no grasp and no sense of like how much animators get paid or what they want to get paid. I never hear that or see that anywhere. But do you have more insight on that? Like, what is like, how does that work?
Animator, but I have a hard time because like I have not been in animation industry. My side is more games. But like I think it's weird because I think going into entry, I was like, I think my like decent internship was like 15 an hour, which is like pretty nice. Where I was like the minimum wage was 15 an hour. It was minimum wage, but it was like good. But eventually, I think like a lot of starting positions pitch for like 40,000, like a year, 40K a year. Where I think it should be like definitely like, it should be well above it. I feel like 60K should be entry for animation. But like, I don't know, some places like really lowball you.
Do the like per frames? I know I've seen some stuff about that, right? Like,
oh, we're talking about like for specific
like
commissions,
how does
right?
it? No, like just in general, like animators and well, that I guess that's part of it. Like, I don't even know how it works. Like, is it per hour? Is it per frames? Is it per project? Like,
I think it's just hours spent on the project, honestly. But like, I think they just like they pitch the idea to like some company, but like has a budget, you know. Like, I think I talked to someone recently where they're like, oh, I do like, they do previs. And I was like, I thought previs was just like doing concept stuff. But it's like, no, previs is like literally making like a pitch of the animation, like a full rendered animatic or animation, not just like lines, but like a style of what it's going for. And then they pitch it to the studio. And then like, depending on how much money they get, that's how much like they have for like
someone
everyone
in my
to
chat
pay
saying,
out.
I got paid $35 an hour as a 3D generalist at a junior level.
That's really...
That sounds really good, right? Well, I guess how many... I don't know the commitment of hours. Like, how many hours do you end up working, though? I assume a lot, right?
Right now, I think I get like 35 an hour. I'm not in games, but like as a junior. But I think like there's people who get paid a lot more than that. Like if it's like a well-paying company, and I guess depending on where you live.
Well, you know what? I always had this. You do 3D. I had this conversation with Doc once. 3D is very interesting to me because there's a lot. Like, this is weird.
Yeah.
There's anime being made and cartoons and animations, cartoons on stuff like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon and stuff. And yes, and there must be people, artists who do that. And you see them online. You see a lot of stuff online, like art and stuff. I feel like it's kind of weird because I feel there's a disproportionate amount of 3D artists that are you see out in the wild compared to how much 3D art there or 3D stuff there is in movies and video games and animations. Like I feel like there's just way like with how popular, how big and how much paid these 3D artists are, how come I just never really see them around? And I feel that's
probably focusing on full time.
yeah,
Like
I guess
that's
so. But you know, isn't that the case with like any sort of artwork? It's like, well, they have their job, but I just feel generally, I just feel like with how prevalent 3D is, like it's everywhere, movies, animations, games, and stuff. I just feel like I don't really see it for some reason.
Yeah.
But I see a bunch of 2D artists. I guess, you know, of course, people are going to do 2D more often for sure. But I just feel it's like disproportionate. I don't like where are these 3D artists?
I think they are around, but like I've seen a lot of really cracked 3D artists with like just 1,000 followers, and I'm like, what? Like, and they do like full-time industry job. I don't know.
That's
if it's
the other
because
thing.
Of, like,
they're very small accounts, generally, but it seems like the most not coveted, but like sought after sort of work in the industry, right? 3D stuff like cartoons, movies, games, and stuff.
I think it's like 3D, at least for me, because I think I tried to tackle this because like I wanted to post more 3D stuff online, and I just didn't, just because it took more time to like make a post. Like there are people who like just what is it called? They churn out like 3D stuff every day because they have like a rendering template. Because you've used Blender, right? They probably have like the people who are churning out stuff every day. Like I tried to do sword timber, which is like you make a sword every day, like in 3D, and it was like I got like 3 swords out, and like I was like I'm tired. But they like the people who were successful were able to do it every day. They had like a lighting setup in Blender, like a scene setup, and then like just every day they would like either sculpt or like do really quick coloring or finding ways to like easily make the thing and like share it. And I was like, that's really impressive. But I think like if people are doing that for like social, they probably have some sort of set up like that. I tried to do that with like a ZBrush and Keyshot, or like the thing with games or like with game ready art, you have to like make the model, you know, sometimes you sculpt the high resolution. Okay, you make the low resolution version of the model. You bake the lighting stuff from that high resolution model into the low resolution. You do the texture.
God, I gotta know how to fucking bake.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, you gotta bake normal.
The part on
on
Blender, the part that I always get stuck on and it stops me from making progress and I end up quitting is the texturing, and it's the making the little polygonal shit on the model and coloring it and texturing it.
Yeah,
wait, do you want to see the last thing I made in Blender? This was made on August 1st of last year. It was the last Blender thing I attempted.
Yeah, show it on the canvas. Yeah, like but I was gonna say like to it all, I was like, oh, this is so cute. Oh my god,
I made a cat boy.
Oh, it's so precious.
I made a cat boy.
The lighting's really nice on this. Are you planning on like rigging?
Well, the thing, this is the endless cycle of 3D art for me. I have completely lost the skill set and knowledge that I used to make this at this time, and I have to go through this onboarding. It's this endless cycle of Blender 3D where it's like, ah, shit, I don't even know how to like. Well, how did I even? Crap! And then I gotta learn the stupid fucking donut again. And
oh my god. Yeah, you just gotta keep learning. Yeah, I just have to touch it every day. I'm trying to do that now, where like every other day I try to like pick up 3D like I do with like my 2D stuff, and it's helping. I mean, it helps that like my day job, like it makes me touch ZBrush, not in the sculpting sense, but in like it's a lot of stuff. Yeah, that you might be into ZBrush. What was I gonna say about like social stuff is like the whole point is like going through the 3D pipeline. For most people and what they do, like it takes too long. Like I think some people, like I was talking to character artists, and he was like, oh yeah, this took me 6 months to make, and I was like, I can't like fathom like putting that much time into one piece. Like I can put 20 hours into an illustration and like paint it all nice, like on and off, but like with 3D, like I think it's a lot harder. So as a result, you don't do all that a lot for yourself. And like your job is making you do that during the day. So I imagine their souls are all gone. But yeah, please do more 3D. I want to be able to like, I don't know, I want to see more of your 3D stuff. I know it's like you have to relearn Blender every time. I have to relearn Blender every time, Lando, every time I open it. Because like I came from Maya. But it's like, it's a different story.
Blender is conceptualizing stuff in 3D and applying like my 2D artistic sense to 3D. That's not the hard part. It's that the program is very not intuitive. Very not intuitive, I feel. It's very obtuse. Very specific to Blender, and I feel that's the hardest thing about it. Is navigating and becoming proficient at using the actual UI of the program.
Yeah, it's kind of tough. I have a buddy who like she's really good at like at doing Blender stuff, and like I do voice calls with her from time to time. We just work on projects together for hours, and like it's cool because I can go to her and nudge her and be like, hey, what's this shortcut? Like I just like I poke her. And like that's the fastest I've learned like software. Like I think with ZBrush it was the same. I would be like in the computer lab and I turn to a guy like 1 year above me and be like, hey, do you know how to do that? Like why is my program like just broken? And they're like, here you go.
And the guy turns and goes, the talking hamster.
Yeah, it like screams and jumps out the window. Yeah, that's exactly how it was. God. I do want to wrap up soon because I need to like eat dinner.
What time it is? Yeah, you know what? I gotta grab dinner soon too.
It's about time. Yeah.
That was fun though. Wait, let's look at. I'm gonna look at the other canvas we did.
The other canvas, yeah. We can now. Yeah, feel free to like. I'm gonna save out a PDF anyways of it. Oh, I didn't I'm gonna probably finish the pickles. That should be boba, honestly.
My favorite is
Big Ham dead?
Harm. Big Harm.
I like your Big Harm a lot.
Big Harm.
It's like Big Chad energy. Oh, I can show you my Big Harm, my 3D Big Harm before I leave. I worked on a little mock-up. I think I put it on Twitter, but let me find
Big Harm.
Big Harm. And I'm also working on like a human version of Big Ham in 3D.
Not a ham.
Not a ham.
Big Ham.
Not a ham.
Not a ham. Big Harm. Big Spam. John Hamm, the actor that rose to prominence in Mad Men. Hamilton, the musical played by that one guy. Oh!
Yeah. I'm making a Big Harm and trying to make her like a little bit taller than the last one. But this is fun. Like, this is ZBrush. So like I was able to like just grab shapes like dough and like move them around.
Oh, I see.
Once you get used to the shortcut stuff. Yeah, kind of like a Play-Doh. Like a lot of people like when they first start, they get kind of stuck on like, I have to sculpt from one sphere. And like some people do work like that. My brain doesn't work like that. This is the human Big
sculpting?
Ham. Yeah, but it's like
Big Hume Ham.
Big Hugh Ham.
Oh,
my
that's
friend
cute.
did a concept, and like she has like these like big ass hamster.
I like
feet.
that.
Yeah, her hands
thick
are like kind of
ham.
like that
Someone
too.
says thick ham.
No, ban them.
Oh no! Look what you've done.
No looting.
That's cute though. I like that design.
Yeah.
I like the green headband or whatever that was.
Yeah,
kinda.
it's like it's based off my summer one with like the goggles. So like she
Oh,
took pieces from that,
yeah.
and she was like, "I'm gonna make her tactical." And I was like, I think my soft spot for like character design is like tactical girls. I have like 2 Figmas of like girls with guns, and I'm just like, that rules. So I was like, I can fuck with this.
Even
this is awesome.
Bigger ham. That's cool.
But yeah, I wanted like a human model because I got the Mokopi trackers to do full body stuff. Yeah. And like it, unfortunately, the Chibi Ham doesn't track well because she's got little nubs for feet. And
Ham.
yeah, so the Hugh Ham is happening. Oh my god. He's running away. I can hear him.
I'm closing my window. Hold on.
Closing the window. It's too cold. Is it cold there too?
It is, but my room is like a sauna for some reason.
Oh. Best to keep it open. Is it like, if it's upstairs, then it's probably why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun. Thanks for drawing.
Thanks for hanging.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me. That was fun.
Yeah, I hope you like, I don't know, got any like bad art funk out of you. Because like for me these are like soothing.
Oh
have to
yeah,
think
I mean,
about
I
work.
don't practice or doodle or anything. I only draw when it's time to do something for work or some like asset or something. So it's been nice. Well, actually,
That's drawing
recently
for
I've been trying to
concentration.
draw, but you know.
Yeah, I saw like you did a Chainsaw Man like
Oh
piece, right?
yes.
That looks fucking sick. I was like, whoa, he's doing crazy stuff with his lines I've like never seen.
I'm trying.
Yeah. Keep it up. Like it's awesome. Like
Oh,
you don't even
thanks.
have to like finish it all one day. Just like
But it's time for my
open the program.
my Blender 3D arc though.
Oh my god. Well, I don't know how much I can help with Blender, but yeah, I do want to be able to motivate you in some way or be like, hey. I'm sure like people like would like watching it on stream. Like I enjoy watching people like raging at like 3D programs. So I think
The last time I tried to sculpt, I kept remeshing it and it fucking crashed because I made like a billion little vertices or something.
oh no, yeah. Blender, they're working on like Blender or like I think Maya crashes more than Blender with that stuff. But like yeah, I'm so sorry. The one that happens, it's so sad. With
Perhaps-
ZBrush, it can handle like 60 million poly. It can handle like 100 million
Perhaps
polys, which is
another-
crazy.
It's time for Professor Lando to take on another art thing. Because he's surely not spreading himself too thin.
Yeah.
I feel I'm running out of
surely.
skill points. Like in a video game.
Yeah. You gotta.
I need to
don't know.
respec.
You gotta age to get.
I gotta pay
more stats.
cryptocurrency in-game money to respec my skill points.
No.
And I'll put
oh
it
my
all
God.
in basketball. Let's go.
Let's go, dude.
Okay,
Dude.
well that was fun.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thank
Hammies.
you. Are you gonna keep streaming, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say
Very
bye, but I'm gonna
Okay.
end soon probably too.
Oh, you're gonna stream? Okay, cool. I'll probably disconnect from call to say bye to
Okay,
people. But thank you
bye-bye.
so much. Bye, guys.
Well. What do we have here? Thanks guys for hanging out. I know that was a little earlier than we usually do. Future Cog host, thanks for 7 months. I missed so much. I'm sorry. Future Cog host, thank you for the 7 months. Nomi, thanks for the gifted. Jindo, thanks for the 5 months. Awab, my man. Wobson with the 26 months. Holy guacamole. Thank you. Temple Mayo, thank you so much for the 1 year. 1 year. Wow. Thank you, Temple Mayo. Dog Street with the 9 months. Thank you so much. Amar's Heart Lily. Thanks for the 5 months. Garbage Gang, the 500 bits. And the 13 months. We're finally over that year. Thank you so much. Glad you liked yesterday's stream. And Toasty saying thanks for the year. Wow, we're getting to the year point. Blinded Eye. Thanks for the 5 months. And June Buns with the 28 months. My goodness, June. Thank you. Yeah, art talk. I'm a weird person when it comes to art. I feel my perspective and my feelings towards it are definitely not like completely unique, but it's I feel like I kind of have an off the beaten path kind of perspective and sentiment towards art in general and the industry and creative space, like in general. For me, I think I have a very enthusiastic and invested interest in like the creative expression of it and the journey of it, and I definitely value like the process. Like I'm definitely one of those, like the process is sometimes more important than actual like the final product. But at the same time, I do think I also have a very harsh perspective and very unforgiving one as well. I think maybe that just comes from like my competitive nature and just how I just navigated my own life and my own career and schooling and stuff. Buy you a double Big Mac, but a Big Mac's already double. So you're talking, it would have 4 patties because a Big Mac has like 2 buns and 2 patties. So that's a quad Mac. Yeah, that's what a double. Okay, that is what you want. Jesus, I'm more of a Filet-O-Fisher myself. Yeah, so I think I said that I was gonna continue my Outer Wilds stream today, but I don't want to do it without my face cam. Well, I just don't want to stream in general without my face cam now. Because I'm finally losing some goddamn weight. I'm gonna fucking make sure you guys see it. Goddamn. But I forgot my cable at the classroom because we did that stream yesterday. So we'll be back tomorrow with continuing Outer Wilds. Or did I say tomorrow, guys? Is that on the schedule? Yes. Thursday. There it is. On the Discord. Stream updates. 7 p.m. PST. Outer Wilds. We're continuing it. I'm making very little progress on the piece, but here it is if you are curious. This is where we're at right now. I have colored in power there. Oh, you like my schmeat? The manga schmeat? Yes, 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 yes. The meat's probably colored the best. It's very slow progress. The movie will come out by the time I'm done with this. But slowly but surely, I need to redraw Angel. I realize that it's kind of bad, so I need to redraw Angel. I want to redraw Himeno's hand, the one that's up, holding the cigarette. It's a little wonky. Doesn't really seem right to me. But making progress. And then I want to do Jujutsu Kaisen piece, and then I want to do a Freewind piece. So that's I think I said I was gonna do one a month. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know if that's possible, if I'm being honest. I'll try my best. Okay. Sounding a bit hoarse? That's because I was at the old fucking gas station giving the old gulp, gulp, you know what I mean? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I've been talking a lot, I guess. I did the stream yesterday. Spent all night chatting with the boys, Doc and Blake. And then, yeah, I don't know. Glizzy Overdrive. Okay, what am I going to do? I heard your cat NTR'd me. Yeah, that's right. Pickles. Ah, so unfaithful, Pickles. How could you? My boy. Nectar Overdrive. Oh, man. I miss some Pillman. I do. I do miss me some Pillman. But we're on the Outer Wilds now. If I... Listen, here's the thing. If I take a break from Outer Wilds, I will never pick it back up. If I let enough time go by and I forget stuff, it ain't ever coming back. It ain't ever coming back. They're rotting. No, my Pillman. Okay, Peachy Poops, listen. It's different because, and this is why it's different, because June is supposed to be innocent and of pure mind, but I'm not intended to be, so that's why it's okay. You drink a Coca-Cola and you expect soda. You know what I'm saying? You're right, she's not innocent. She's reading fucking gay Chinese imperial, like, heaven lovers or whatever at Barnes and Nobles. What is that called? What is that called? You know what I'm talking about, June. What is that called? Heaven's official blessing? See, you guys knew exactly what I was talking about, so I'm justified in that. I think you're crazy. Yeah. Hey, it's... Listen. Your time will come, everyone. I learned a lot from June. I'm sorry, I have a lot of pent-up aggression. Because I'm dieting. Dude, my mood, I'm telling you, you're lucky. It's like I eat dinner before my streams, right? So I recharge, and it's where I get most of my carbs in the day is at dinner. I am in such a foul fucking mood. I get hangry. I have a very low tolerance for stuff that will piss me off. And it sucks. It sucks, but I will be beautiful. What's that one song? How does it go? What's a little hunger? Is it Lana Del Rey? No. Dude, speaking of June, what's with you and Lana Del Rey? You know, I was listening. What is that one song? There's actually a song she did that I quite like. That I've been listening to recently. What is it called? Shit. I can't remember what it's called. Say yes to heaven. Say yes to me. You know that song? Say yes to heaven. I like that. I like that song. Lando's in his hedonistic cis white girl era. I have been for a while. If a double-decker bus crashes into... I've been listening to... I rediscovered Frank Ocean. I listened to a lot of Frank Ocean back in the day when I was a little boy. But I've been listening to Frank Ocean again. Man, what a goated artist, bro. Right, I'm really feeling Lost. I really like Lost, not the TV show, serialized TV show, but Frank Ocean song. That is, I'm listening to that on repeat. Lost. Los Angeles, India, lost on a train. Yeah, I'm a referential guy. I'm sorry. Pyramids is good. Yeah, Pyramids is good. I like Super Rich Kids too. Okay, so for me, I'm gonna end the stream. Again, Outer Wilds will take place mañana. A little bit of Espanol for you mas películas out there. Gonna end stream, gonna have dinner, gonna edit a video, going to maybe go record something, I don't know. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Outer Wilds. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I gotta get a smog check tomorrow. Doesn't that fucking suck? Ugh. Can't that shit just... What do you mean? That's not even a thing. What is that, smog? They're just making up another thing to charge you. So dumb. What is that? Checking for smog? That's just a made-up thing. What does that even mean? You gotta do it every year and you gotta pay for it. Stupid. Lost on a train, lost. Los Angeles, India. All right, guys, have a good one. If you were in the YouTube stream, that was a lot of fun. We might do that more often. It just feels better to separate it, because you know, just it's nice to keep the classroom stuff. It just feels weird to like do a classroom stuff and then cut, and it's just like I'm just like in my room. I'm just a guy playing like Bloons 2D. You know what I mean? Just feels better to kind of keep it separate. Separation of church and state. Nice, Kavavli. Yeah, exactly. Gonna rate a VTuber. VTuber I know. Say hello for me. And have a good rest of your night. I'll see you mañana.